Hello and welcome to another game of Fury of Dracula. This is the second game in my first round match of the knockouts. We are playing against Ghostwheel. We have, spoiler alert, just won the previous game as hunters with perfect IDS. So all that matters is to try and win this game. If we lose this game, then we can play another game as hunters, which we will hopefully win. Okay, now we have a starting hand indeed. Fog, bats, bodyguards, hoax. We're playing against the Scott sword setup. That is an opening hand. Where to start indeed. Okay, well we have a hoax and we have a bats, so we could just like put a hoax down and hide on top of it. That's pretty good. We could do that in Italy, or the East, or Amsterdam, or even somewhere obscure in the middle of the map, like 21 or 30 or 27 or 16. Chances are, oh no, that doesn't work, right? It only works, yeah, that's not great. Like picking those 21, 30, 16, like Mina and Lorgadalming can just both go there in 2 turns pretty consistently. So if he has newspaper reports in time for round 5. Interesting. We could start in 6 and go Sophia and then loop back round. I'm reckoning that my opponent probably doesn't know how to handle Dracula walking in a circle. This is like my kind of, most Draculas don't play that way, so they probably haven't played that many games against a Dracula playing that way. So maybe we can incite a mistake. Is that sense of emergency in Heavenly Hosts or Mina? That's okay. I'd rather she didn't have it, but it's not CG. Okay. Now let's do bats. Bats and Sophia, and then we'll put the hoax down next. And hope that only one hunter is in a good position to deal with the start of our trail. They'll go on to Sophia. If they search it, they might find themselves in a night fight with Dracula. Or I could ambush and they might find themselves in a day fight with a different vampire. So in a night fight with a different vampire. Knock down and drops the garlic leaf, that's okay. Everyone's still supplying, that makes sense. We'll go down when you're taking tickets. Sue takes the second ticket. Everyone takes tickets, right? Taking a ticket? Yeah, rather than trading. Fine. Okay. Let's put down our hoax. Yep, we're intending to go back to Belgrade, so we didn't misdirect. Although our path is going to be a little awkward, like, really we've left ourselves a nice path of length 5, like 6, 50, 46, 53, 49. Newspaper reports. Not ideal, that. Okay, he still doesn't know what my starting locations, my first encounter is, though. It could be 50, it could be 10. Okay, log down the amino trading. That's okay. So it is not taking a ticket. Is taking a ticket. Okay. So I don't want a wool form here. I don't want a wool form to Athens. It's a bit gross. I'm going to be without my wool form, going to like, I'm going to then appear in Belgrade without my wool form, and maybe die. I could hide. I could like hide soil on top of hoax. Don't really want to. I feel I should just move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere I'm going to have to hide if I want to like go back to 6. Oh, you're kidding. You're not wool-forming to Athens. I actually know you're not wool-forming to Athens because I remember I didn't wool-form to Athens. You're going to end up in Belgrade with no wool-form. How is that a good plan? Like CG and you die. Okay, good. Yep, spy is nice, bodyguard is nice. No need to rumour Sophia. Dogs and pistol, that's okay. And Seward's still supplying, that's nice. He is far away, and will continue to be far away. Mina's still supplying. None of them moving yet. They don't have to. Plenty of time to supply yet, but get tickets. Seward, still tickets. Okay, so he still hasn't found all the white ones. Mina was showing sense of emergency and is now showing good luck. But she didn't trade with Van Helsing. But she still has sense of emergency. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, no prizes for guessing what my next move is. I could hide. But what am I hiding with? If I'd put down the bodyguards, I could have hidden the spy on top of the bodyguards. But what of these encounters do I actually put down as a hide? Yeah, if we'd been able to put like double vampire hair, that would have been fun. Okay, mob. Yeah, no need to rumor the hoax. In fact, we haven't drawn a single vampire yet. That's pretty unlikely, no? We've had 9 cards out of 28. And there are 7 vampires. That feels pretty unlikely to me. Right, what we got in here? Bunch of pistols. Okay, Van Helsing, excellent weather. That's okay. Mina, are you moving? Or do you not have all the white ones yet? You are moving. You found all the white ones. Fine. Are you moving to 49? No. That would have been fun. That would have been very good for me if she'd moved to 49. So now, presumably, we're going to hide. So that we can go to 6 next turn. So hopefully Mina's going to go to 50 and search it. And then... Yeah, do I want left or right? I could presumably leave the east here. I can go to 59. And presumably just walk to 38 next turn. We've already had 2 of the 4... 2 of the 4 proximity events. Okay, we hit with wolves. Great. Logadamine still supplying. Dropping a crucifix and garlic. That's fine. And we would have been found in 59, but now, yeah, as soon as he knows that we've gone to like 46, he knows where we are now. Chartered carriage. Chartered carriage on Van Helsing now? Okay, that's presumably inaccurate. She rolls slow, she goes to Belgrade. Gross. Presumably it would have been better to have Van Helsing move with regular trains to 7, like over the next, like move with regular trains first and then chartered carriage on the yellow trains. Van Helsing and Seward are trading. Okay. Okay, Lair, Belgrade, underneath Mina, and put a vampire there. Oh boy. But now I've got to move away from 6. I don't know will form to Munich. Can't I just walk on to Mina? Go on, don't be a baby. Walk on to Mina. Yes, you might lose, like today, but you might do some damage to Mina, and you'll be threatening to go to 50 next turn. Not just threatening, you actually will go to 50 next turn. Instead, we're going to have to go like 59, 53, and then next turn 6. But by that time, Van Helsing is there. Which puts us in a much more dangerous situation. Like even if hunters have, Van Helsing had a horse, he definitely should have used horse first to move to 16, and then chartered carriage from 16 to, well, unless I guess he didn't want to go to 11. Mina missed. Mina thought our next encounter was in 10. Or our first encounter was in 10. Okay. Yeah, we should have fought Mina last turn. Mystic research. Mystic research is strong. 4 drag events, okay. Obviously we lair bats. And we have we're dead set in our mind of returning to our lair. What's with our bats? Not sure why Saboteur is what I went with. Why do you need bats on top of Saboteur? It can mean you can ambush and make them walk in day, I guess. Yeah, we'd be losing so much value if we went left now. But then we might just die in 6. Here we go, I guess. Okay, now we're getting the vampires. We drew like 4 vampires in a row. Logadami is moving. Onto me? No, not onto me. Yeah, I'm on board with this. Like chopping down his hit points. He might not search for a while. I wouldn't, if I was in Logadami's position, I wouldn't search for a while, so that my presence is much greater. He has a knife, but he's on 6 HP. He's now much less scary of a person. Like after he goes through 2 ambushes, he might just be dead. Ally, fine. I guess you don't need research. You know I went 46-55. And how's he supplying? That seems strange. No, this should be an ally. Munich. Munich? Yeah. Yes. Munich goes to the wrong space. Okay, Mina went to the wrong space. Well, now our hoax matures. We should ambush with something. So it's a serious choice here. We're if we ambush with the Saboteur first, we can make Mina move at day tomorrow, which means we could put her through 2 day fights of vampires and then a night fight with us, which is probably better than ambushing. More likely to get a kill than not ambushing with the Saboteur. Okay, Logarian is up to 7 HP. So it passed very quickly. Okay. Then Helsing and Lorgadamian trading, fine. So we go to 6. And we put down a vampire. There is a good chunk of events in there. Yes, we wish to mature the hoax, please. Yeah, we'll have unearthly swiftness, thanks. We could have enraged to like really get the kill on Mina. But unearthly swiftness is probably better. There's a reason we consider it a top tier event. thinking about here? Suspicious. Great. Yes, have that one. Good. Yes, I agree. You went to the wrong space, and you knew it was the wrong space. But like, everyone makes these kind of mistakes. There was a game that I played, which is a friendly game that I played a couple of days ago, where my opponent, I was Hunters, my opponent went into the Tyrrhenian Sea from Naples. I drew local rumours in, let's rumour the first vampire, which is Belgrade, but we don't have to do that yet. But we can do it now, that's fine. So my opponent went from Naples, 40, into the Tyrrhenian Sea. I drew local rumours in 45. He went one more space by sea into the Mediterranean. I didn't know if it was Mediterranean or Ionian. I imagine you're going to search this in your own time, or if it matures, that's also fine. But I drew local rumours, so Tyrrhenian flipped over to face up. Obviously, Aldi knew it was Tyrrhenian, but there was only one blue card, like only one sea card that was still blue on the map. So the next time when he wolf formed from the Mediterranean, I thought he'd wolf formed from the Ionian, so from the Tyrrhenian, and therefore I started checking like the top of Italy, i.e. where he could have wolf formed from the Tyrrhenian too. And actually he was laughing while in Spain. So, what I'm saying, it's even good players make these kinds of mistakes sometimes. Claws into punch, nice, huge. Mesmerize, plotting, and strength and fangs. That is a combat hand. Mesmerize into escape, nice. Can you win the plotting strength duel? Plotting strength into dodge punch. Go on. Okay, either one, either way. This is presumably into escape. Yeah, that was questionable. Okay, another one, let's go. Could you get us some more damage, please? Ooh, mesmerize again. Go on, gotta be mesmerize. And mesmerize into punch isn't great. In fact, it's quite bad. Ow. Oh, claws have been so good there. I'm good with claws into knife, but I just don't mind that. And it's probably claws into escape. Yeah. Okay, she has 3 health left, and doesn't have any events to fight with. I have double claws, and mesmerize, and plotting. Excuse me. That's such a good combat hand. Claws into escape, and then great strength. Yes. Okay. But we used up great strength. Logadamine is going to drop an item. Yes, drops his knife. Seward had recently sent an emergency to Marseille, so he's just going to heal. No, he's night supplying. Because he thinks the situation is bad enough that it warrants night supply. But housing also night supplies. It gives me leverage power. Mina's on 1 HP. I can feed and kill her. This is where Logadami is, 55. Yep, we should levis. Why don't I just feed and kill Mina? Like, maybe she has escape route. What events does she have? How many events does she have? Well, I presume she would have escape routed out of the night combat. No. Yes, so Hoax reshuffles deck. Okay, we can return to Sophia, Ola, or we could kill Mina. Surely killing Mina is the correct choice here. I know we get no value out of feed. Instead we put rats on Sophia. What is Instigator? Just a bodyguard? No, that's fine. Huh. You didn't kill Mina. Mina is still alive. Man, I do not think I'm playing well. I mean, it's going okay. Like, my ball position is fine. Like, Logadamine is injured. He's dropped his knife. He has a horse. Yeah, he can move and go somewhere. Not sure where he wants to go to. Maybe Bucharest? Yeah, that's fine. That's both sense of emergencies gone. Seward also forgot to heal last night? No, he's supplied. Okay, fine. Mina. Mina plays just one stake, so she has an escape route. No, okay. We'll try claws. I have claws and fangs. It's not. It's. I need to try and avoid playing fangs into knife, and avoid playing strength into escape. I have an aristocratic vampire in Valona. It's not necessarily what I want in Valona. Okay, but Mina is dead. Well, my decision not to feed on top of her looks pretty good now, but only only because my opponent didn't realise that stakes only work on the stakes discard in order to kill the vampire. Or they probably knew that. They probably thought that stakes discarded to kill all the vampires in that location, right? As opposed to just the first one. Sarajevo, let's have a lair there. We think we're making it back to Sarajevo. That seems bold. Oh, we're going to Sarajevo now. That seems fine. Like, hunters probably haven't got horse economy to reach me. Like, yes, I'm within... did Mina have a horse? Yes, Mina had a horse. So yes, I'm within range of 2 horses. But there's no sense of emergency. So it is just 2 horses that can reach me. And they probably have decent chances of rolling slow, given that Mina just died. No, not fog. You are... Why does it need to be fog? Save the fog for, like, next turn. Or the turn after. Boy. Get his supplies. Drop some bullets. Fine. It looks like a supply turn. Drops a stakes. Drops a stake. Mina died with 1 event. Fine. Okay, now let's go to 55. It's unfortunate this is on Thursday, not Saturday, because we can't remove this location now. But even just 4 points is pretty good. If hunters somehow manage to get through Belgrade and Sarajevo, which they probably can, then they're probably not getting through 55 as well. Well, not a vampire there. And just scoring 4 points is enough. Okay, still supplying. Dropping more stakes. Maybe Zagreb is being let go, or maybe no. Being cleared by Seward. That's okay. Presumably Van Helsing just gave Seward his horse. And he's day ticketing, which is reasonable if he needs tickets. Lockdown is healing. Seward is searching, presumably. Yes. Reveals a knife. No, a rifle. Who's got the last knife? Mina had a knife when she died. Logodamin had a knife before it was discarded by a spy. Seward just has an extra knife. I can't imagine Van Helsing not giving his knife to Seward. So I think Seward just has knife rifle. Sorry, a knife rifle. And chose to reveal rifle. Rena has a steak and a newspaper reports. No surprising return. Oh, I can't read. Right, we have no lads. I think it's time to, dip. Um, yeah, we're not going to be able to remove it, but that's okay. Like if hunters spend the effort to clear the entire trail, then they only score 3 points from this. Like everything else gets cleared up to this vampire. Okay, Lorgadamon checked 46, so he's presumably coming for me. Like he must have, like he knew that I could have been in 46, and he wanted to fight. Seward has. So Van Helsing has the horse. Okay. And the Heavenly Host. Mina is supplying, looking for stuff. She's presumably going to handle Belgrade. Belgrade is just worth 6 points. So I'm happy to let that go. I don't need to push that through with Unearthly Swiftness. Doesn't seem necessary. Then we might push Sarajevo through if it looks like they're trying to clear everything. Particularly if we do like Bologna first or something. We need to put something on to get time to leave. Like into the sea. Lorgadami wants to fight. He might have like Lucy's Revenge and Forewarned. And if we just go, then this is surely a winning position. Yeah, and Harkus playing up Rufus. And he can probably take Rufus back. Okay, it was surprising return, not newspaper reports. Yeah, Rufus is back, fine. We're going down to 11-10 after we will fall. Okay, you can search this at night. Okay, you have a stake, I guess. But you're not going to kill this vampire in a day fight, right? Like it's a new vampire. It just does 2 damage to you. Plotting's pretty good. But maybe he dodges, maybe he plays knife. Or he plays punch. Okay, now we plot again. Right, that's the... Providing it's not holy bullets, which I don't think it is, then plot is good into everything but... Oh, never mind. We're scared of holy bullets. Yeah, and so plotting to escape it would have been fine, the same result. But like if he plays knife, you want to play plotting. Like plotting into knife is better than plotting into the strength into knife. I think. Yeah, fog looks pretty stupid there, doesn't it? I mean, hopefully the fog gets cleared before our deck reshuffles. That would be nice. Ah, night fight. Good. Scoring a point would be good. Like, Mesmerized Fangs is probably pretty strong. We haven't got Fangs, but... Actually, yeah, doing damage is good as well because his tickets were might still be iffy after Mina died. Okay, and he punched round one. That's very nice. Pause into punch, exactly what I want to see. So let's mesmerize the escape. But it might be dodge, knowing that I'm going to mesmerize. No, it is escape. That's good. I want to resolve these fangs. Let's see if he punches. Nice. One point. We're up to 4. So if we survive to week 4, Unearthly Swiftness takes us to here's a stake. Stakes up Empire. Fine. Van Helsing. Does he also have a stake? No. Okay, so if we survive to week 4, Unearthly Swiftness, like we get 3 points for landing on week 4, so that takes us to 7. Unearthly Swiftness takes us to 10. And then any mature would take us to 13. So then it's just, we want any mature plus enough points to compensate for Vampire Lair. Then we should be good. Of course, strength. And fog. Means of taking tickets makes sense. Right, run away. Belgrade have a lair. Have marble soil or something. Yep. Okay, we now have like hoax, aristocratic, and by the looks of things, we're going to have, you know, escaped the net. Like escape the net by going to sea, but still escape the net. Yeah. Okay, Lord Godalming wants a stake to deal with 3, but he chooses a day heal instead. Steward day heals. What? Maybe they have good events. Nelson supplies. And Mina moves so that you can stake Sarajevo next turn. Okay. Now I could use Unearthly Swiftness to push through the Reckless Vampire. That gets me to 11 points. But then the entire trail is cleared. And like hunters can start moving west. Yeah, why did we put rats underneath the Saboteur? Doesn't feel very smart, does it? I think all forming to Marseille, yeah, is pretty strong. Like we can go like hoax, aristocratic, aristocratic, and then hopefully found another vampire to go after that. So hunters are going to have to get here and clear this. And it's going to be very painful for them. Like to clear, like we're going to have to clear all of my vampires, and a hoax sort of counts as a vampire because it's pretty similar to an aristocratic. Like if you're clearing them, you move to them and you become delayed. That's the signature for dealing with an aristocratic, and it's the same for a hoax. When you can't afford to let the aristocratic mature. So I have 4 consecutive vampires. When they're going to have to spend effort to move to where I am first. And they won't be able to, like, they can't efficiently get someone to, like, the 3rd vampire without running them past the leading vampires. This is a lat. So you're going to drop a rifle? Yeah. And you still, I believe, have a knife. I'm not sure. Van Helsing is moving to the new vampire. Okay, that new vampire might be shortly about to die. Amina is going to handle the reckless with her stake. So we'll try and get a point first. He has been punching a lot round 1, maybe he punches? Yes. Now let's make him spend his strength. He might have a crucifix. Actually, he's been supplying from a reshuffled deck. Okay, it wasn't a crucifix. That's fine. I just don't want the vampire to die. I wanted my point from Fangs, and then I was happy for the combat to end. Lots of passes, so I guess horse economy is good. She's searching for a stake. Yep. Right, let's move away from hunters and put down as many vampires and hoaxes as possible. Right, having our day fight with Van Helsing and Lord Godalming. I guess we're going to die. I guess strength is a pretty... Strength, you had strength. You don't heal from fangs and you're on full health. The strength would have been better there, wouldn't it? Lord Godalming had the last knife. Okay. Yeah, if we'd have strength Van Helsing, we'd still be on 3 HP. Which means we wouldn't have died this turn, because they haven't got a knife. Another knife. But this is an okay result. Are we even dying now? Like, Lord Godalming into a second weapon. We're not dying now. Nice. Well, now it's death. Van Helsing might dodge. Now, if I can get damage into anyone, I'd rather be Van Helsing. But he might dodge. So let's play strength from the person who won't dodge. we would have been better off strengthening than housing, but oh well. You aren't going to be getting to Bologna? Are you going to Bologna? Because there's a vampire there. You're not going to Bologna. That's good. Nice. Bologna matures, taking us to 9, and then we're basically 1. Yep. We will mature. Okay, we just need 1 more point, and then, well, we need as many more points as we can get. But like we're 1 more point means that a vampire there, and we just need to get to week 4. And we are half the map away from hunters. Didn't I have a lair? Yeah, I do have a lair. Yeah, sure. I guess I would have desecrated soil, triggering on Norgadami. Mina's going to move to 38 because she hasn't got a horse. No, to 11. Well, I should do it in 38 surely. You can go the wrong way. You can take. There's no point in ambushing if it's amateur, but it doesn't make a difference either way. Yep, I would like to keep the things that delay hunters and which have good mature effects. You guys have any host? Fine. He's showing Lucy's revenge? Okay, that's why he wanted his fight with me. And Helsing heals, that's okay. Mina heals. Let's keep running away. And have some moves, that's fine. I guess he knows I haven't gone for Munich now, but that's okay. We probably shouldn't go to Granada here. Oh, we have Devilish Power. Okay, that's fine, we can go to Granada. It's awkward if we get CG nuked, because we spend Devilish Power and then we don't die, but that's okay. Like we get forced to like hide or something. That's fine. Or we can get forced to misdirect 1 and go back to it. That's okay. We have Devilish Power, so the CG Duke is the CG inconvenience, and that's even if they like check this location with hired scouts. Geneva and Zurich. Didn't go there. Okay, pretty clear that I went to Marseille now. but Van Helsing goes in kind of the wrong direction. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure Geneva and Zurich are the best searches. Like Lorca is going to naturally want to go to one of those spaces anyway. So it makes sense to search at least or not one of those spaces. Like search. So he searched Geneva and Zurich. No, I must be he must have searched Milan and Zurich. That's what my mouse seemed to point to. I've run out of good mature effects. Very reasonable. I've had 5 in a row. Was that hoax there? Right, but unearthly swiftness doesn't work. But I can't play unearthly swiftness to pull unearthly swiftness back with hoax to then play it again. That's not how that works. So if Darkness Return had been in the discard pile, then I should have played unearthly swiftness to push the hoax through. But no guarantee that it is. He's going to need to clear the hoax and also clear the vampire in the next position, or clear the hoax and play vampire there this turn. Yep. Okay, lockdown is delayed. Hunters can probably guess that my next location is 54. Seems very guessable to me. Yep, so then that's it. We put whatever there, we feed the IDS, not that it matters, and then the aristocratic amateur. Yep, let's get that played, and then play feed, and then we get to move again, and mature empire. Yep, I think we'll end the recording now. Good game, well played.